Hello, Crusaders. I'm Chase Turner.
And I'm Elijah Clegg. Welcome to the Red and Gold Show. On Saturday, 8 students spent the day at Creekside Middle School to compete in the state French academic competition called Congress. These 8 students finished in first place in the 5 different events and brought home a total of 12 awards. Here's a look at how the students did in the different events. Congrats, Crusaders! Now let's go to Mount Lake for a look at today's clubs.
Thanks, Elijah. The Archery Club will meet today after school in the cafeteria. The Books and Bites Club will meet tomorrow after school in the Collaboration Room. The Euchre Club will also meet tomorrow after school in Room 11. Now back to Elijah for more news.
Scholarships are available to returning Scecina students for next school year. The scholarships will be applied to Scecina tuition. To see the scholarships available, visit scecina.org and navigate to admissions. Then click on the link for current student scholarships. Submissions must be turned in to Miss Walsh at ewalsh@scecina.org by March 16th. Good luck, Crusaders! February marks Black History Month, so each day we will recognize African American men and women who have made significant contributions to America and the rest of the world. In addition to her political career in Washington, D.C., Condoleezza Rice is an accomplished pianist who has accompanied cellist Yo-Yo Ma, played with soul singer Aretha Franklin, and performed for Queen Elizabeth II. What many may not know about her is that she was also a serious accomplished student. She entered the University of Denver at age 15 and earned her PhD at age 26. Now let's go to Owen for a look at our Crusader sports.
Thanks, Elijah. Last Friday night, the boys varsity basketball team beat Howe 46-42. Congrats, Crusaders. Chris Bullock competed in the wrestling semi-state meet at Newcastle. Unfortunately, he lost in the first match, but congrats on advancing to semi-state and being the last Crusader standing, Chris. In other sports news, the lacrosse team will hold its first practice tomorrow at 4:30 on the football field. All are welcome to try out this new and growing sport. Now back to Chase for more news.
Thanks, Owen. We see him almost every Wednesday, and we hear the beautiful music coming from the piano. But who exactly is the guy who plays piano during our all-school mass celebrations? And what does he do outside of school? Elizabeth Lozano, Justice Green, and Maria Coronado caught up with him to find out.
Some of you may know Mr. Kufel just as the pianist who plays for us during Mass, but he does much more than that, and is even connected to our community here at Scecina.
Currently the music director at Holy Spirit, and it's been an incredible experience so far.
Despite being the music director at Holy Spirit, Mr. Kufel is well acquainted with one of our teachers here at Scecina.
While he was there, we got together and I said, hey, I need an accompanist for my concert. Would you be willing to do it? And then he also accompanied a few people at our Indiana State School Music Association contest. My first year here, and we just kind of started from there.
Mr. Ricci has nothing but good things to say about Mr. Kufel and his piano playing skills.
Phenomenal, way better than I could ever do. And that's a big part of the reason that we have him here, because I'm not good enough to play at Mass, but he definitely is. Very talented musician, very funny individual once you get to know him, and a very contained, like he's a very quiet person, doesn't really talk as much as people would expect a musician to talk.
Mr. Kufel has been playing the piano at Mass for quite a while now and is enjoying it.
I believe I started playing last year, beginning of the year. It sounded like a great opportunity to engage with the students in the community here.
Mr. Kufel has many years of experience playing the piano due to starting from a very young age.
I believe I started studying music at the age of 7. I had a sibling who began studying before me, and then I decided to follow in their footsteps.
Mr. Kufel likes that his faith ties with our community here at Scecina and has left a big impact on Mass.
It's a good feeling. It's good to, again, engage with the students, the community, and to share my gifts and talents with each and every one of you.
I think it's helped a lot. I still prep the choir before masses, so like we still run through all that stuff in class and stuff. But once we actually sit down and play it with the piano part and sing it with the piano part, it's so much easier to run through the song, so much easier to actually get it all clicking together.
Mr. Kufel likes being a part of our community and has been a big help to Mr. Ritchie.
I would say his connection to our school is simultaneously like, it's unique because it only happens once a week, but at the same time, when he's here, he's taking part in like one of the most important things we do at Scecina. So he's become an integral member of our staff, of our faculty, and he's really, really important to the Mass. Him and Anthony Higgins, who plays for us when Mr. Kufel cannot.
Despite only being here once a week, Mr. Kufel has become an important part of our community.
I believe my faith ties into the sense of bringing people together, the sense of community.
I think him playing piano during Mass is a big part of what makes Mass music enjoyable. If it's just the voices by themselves, it always feels like something is missing from it. So having the piano part along with that helps to really give the music a bit of a body underneath it, and helps to carry that music as we go through the Mass itself.
Thanks, ladies. Yeah, the piano really does add to our Mass experience. Now let's go to Daisy for a look at the weather.
Thanks, Chase. We'll be having a cloudy day today with a high of 44 and a low of 24 degrees. For the next few days, we'll have highs in the 40s with lows around 20s. Stay warm, Crusaders, and have a great day back. Now, back to the news.
Thanks, Daisy. The top 10 students who donated diapers for the Stuco Diaper Drive will receive a Chick-fil-A lunch on Thursday in the cafeteria. Stuco is also sponsoring Crazy Friday this week in order to raise money for next year's activities. Please bring in $2 to the office before school and follow the Crazy Friday dress-out rules.
That's it for today's news. Stay classy.
And give that little extra.